Okay, apologies to Paul. Paul is such a legend that I didn't see him.
It's the aura.
The aura. Paul, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Bob. My name is Paul Trimble from Enniskillen, and I am the chair of the organising committee for the Enniskillen Comics Fest. And essentially, I've been reading comics ever since I was a kid. I started off in Vino, of course, working through through the British Marvels, through Lion, through Battle, Warlords, up to 2018. I've been traveling to comic conventions in England since the early 1980s. I think the first year I ever was in 1982. And so comics have been a passion of mine really all my life. And while so many of my school friends all fell by the wayside, I didn't. And I kept on reading. And always will. I go in every Wednesday, buy my copy of the Vino, and quite happily bombed it down in front of the cashier. And she said, "Was that for one of your children?" I said, no, I read this makes my Wednesday. And it is funny just some of the reactions you get. But the Enniskillen Comics Fest really grew out of the 2D festival in Derry that David Campbell organised in the Trimble Arts Centre back in the mid-2000s, around 20 years. And myself and a group of friends, we only found out about it by accident. We went up one year, and I was struck by the way that David organised it, in that on a Thursday and Friday they welcomed classes of school children into the Trimble Arts Centre, and they ran workshops and tutorials and things for the kids. And then the event was open to the public on Saturday, but it was free rather than any other convention where you would normally have to pay $20 ticket. So I was struck by just how great an idea this actually was. You are bringing along the next generation of comic readers and creators, for all we know. So this went on for a number of years, and sort of friends now, we started to kick ideas about back at home, and in true Mickey Rooney Hollywood fashion, we said, well, if they can do it, why can't we? And there began probably the steepest learning curve I've ever had in my life. And you can read all about it in the issue of Splank, Coffee with through to get off the ground. I'm really only 21, but as you can see, it really has aged me an awful lot. Trying to organise this every year. But I'm a comics purist, as I think a lot of us are here. And to me, comics are every bit as valid a medium, a storytelling medium, as films, television, books. And they should be presented that way. It's not silly, not just focused on cosplay and focused on films. Comics should be treated with respect and presented to the public in the best possible light. And that was our ethos for Comic Fest. We wanted to make comics, present them properly in all their genres. That's not to say we were ruling out children. We wanted to bring the kids in. We wanted to give an opening to small press publishers. We wanted to give local artists an opportunity. So every year, myself and a couple of colleagues would go out and we do workshops in schools in the same way that the 3D Festival used to. And the kids these days still love comics. This is what I did last year with the Model Primary School in Enniskillen for the anniversary of D-Day. And I broke down the stories of two gentlemen with Enniskillen connections who had taken part in D-Day. One was a local man who flew gliders into Pegasus Bridge. Then there was an American GI who was stationed in Enniskillen. So I broke down the two stories into comic panels, took it into the school, presented it. The kids through it, and they had an absolute ball. And the teacher couldn't praise the event highly enough, and I was told they learned more about D-Day from that than they would have writing essays or anything else. This year we're working with Irvinstown Primary School to do a comic based on a story that the children wrote for World Book Day. And again, I turned it into a script. My local artist friend Kevin McHugh gave them tips on character design, storytelling tips, and just impactful ways of designing panels. So we're going back in now on Tuesday to do a follow-up with them, and that comic we're hoping will be probably put together and available at Comic Fest. That's the idea. We want some of the kids there. So bringing kids on to us is essential for the future of comics. And like I say, we offer small pressers, publishers, their table space. The Comic Fest is grown every year, and we now bring. Last year we had visitors from 28 of the 13 countries north and south. We had visitors from France, we had visitors from England. Because so many comic conventions now have become media events, and it's all about film and TV, that comics fans are coming to Enniskillen because we are purely comics focused. I want a kid to come out of Enniskillen Comic Fest with a comic and not a Funko Pop. And it's a struggle every year. We rely on outside funding because our event is free. I want it as accessible to as wide a variety of people as we can. I want kids there. I want students there, the unemployed, if they can't afford to go. I don't want that to preclude them. So I want moms and dads, grandparents, I want everybody there to experience comics in the best possible way that they can. So we'd love to see you all there this year, 7th and 8th of June in Enniskillen. There are a few flyers at the back on all the social medias, so please come along.
I just want to add one thing. The best review we ever got for any of our comics happened in Enniskillen, and it was a kid standing across the way, too frightened to come over and speak to us because he see Paddy and Mark.